Fun to see. Nixon, not really sure what he's on right now. Oh, it's a red mage duel. Ooh, red mage nin duel? Well, looks like they're both starting with knee right off the bat. Maybe one will start Ichi just to save their knee timer. No, poison potion for Logos. Nixon going in raw. Logos gets both things off. Nixon goes for composure. Hey, well, I guess Nixon is banking on the fact that he has echoes. Yeah, going for the dagger. Oh, it doesn't have a poison potion set. So unfortunately, he gets slept first. Not a job that has the ability to use Berserker's Torque, so kind of a risky start by Nixon. I see what he was trying to do, but unfortunately, it doesn't really pan out. Definitely a lot better to get your mitigation, remove the options from the opponent before you opt to buff yourself, but we'll see what happens here. We've got, this is a best of 5, so maybe he's scouting out what his opponent might potentially do. So we've got Logos, everything fully done to Nixon, getting himself buffed up just in case. But this is far from over, folks. And as soon as Logos lets the first nuke rip, Nixon is going to be available to use his spells as well. Logos is sub-ninja, so Nixon will have to do something about the shadows before he counteracts. He counters. Nixon probably with his trigger finger on the remedy. What did he sleep him with? Was that a sleep 2 or sleep 1? Oh, sleep 2. He layered it on. Alright, so Nixon with his trigger finger on the remedy, I'm hoping. Oh, there's his poison. Oh, but Logo gets that off before he gets his poison out. One more nuke from Logo. Nixon, oh, he's gonna opt to use his chain spell this round. Gets paralyzed. Ooh, that's unfortunate. And there goes his 2R for the round. Alright. So, for the next round, I wonder how this is gonna go, actually. Nixon will definitely opt to pop his poison potion, because those sleeps were detrimental to his success in keeping Logo detained. He definitely has the answer to keep him from keeping shadows back up and also getting silence on him, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how Nixon alters his strategy. It was quite a gamble. It could have paid off. It really could have. But I think getting rid of his knee timer would have been the best option. if you were gonna go with not using a poison potion first, I believe. Maybe like Diaga into silence first while he was popping all of his stuff. Obviously, and if he used his remedy to clear the silence, then he's obviously clearing his poison as well. And that leaves you open for a sleep. Well, that's if he uses a remedy. If he uses echo drops, then yeah. Alright. Alright, we're going into round 2 of this best of 5 Red Mage versus Red Mage duel. First round is pretty exciting. Nixon went with a very ballsy strategy, but Logos handled it pretty well. We'll see what Nixon opts to do this time. Obviously gonna pop his item. Ooh, that's a very questionable timer on his poison potion. But he still gets it off. Logos doesn't seem to know that that was the poison potion. Nixon gets the bind off. Nixon gets out of range so that he can't use. Ooh, just barely. Logos is just outside of range, can't cast anything, so Logos has opted to buff himself. Both of them have opted to buff themselves. Logos is very aware of the fact that Nixon doesn't have shadows, but at the same time Nixon is sub-black mage, so he has a lot more options in terms of August. He's probably going for the silence right away. No, he's going for the grav. Logos hits one of his shadows. Logos has Diaga to wipe his shadows. Nixon goes for the silence. No, Logos going for the thing. Nixon, no, doesn't predict that he's going to go for the single target. Both of them go to wipe shadows. Nixon's shadow wipe is a little bit detrimental against Logos because he actually does damage as he clears his shadows. Nixon binds him. There's no silence out of Nixon yet though. Nixon moves out of range so that Logos can't cast on him. Gets the blink back up. Pretty good stuff. Logos is taking a lot of, well, not really a lot of damage. He's taking a fair amount of damage from these Goth spells that Nixon is using to clear him. Gets his stone skin back up. Paralyzed 2 from Nixon comes out. Ooh. Now Logos is going to have to use a remedy, but if he uses a remedy, he risks himself getting slept. Oh, Nixon, Logos, oh, his bind gets, paralyzed. Is it going to get paralyzed again? Yes, it does. Nixon gets rid of his haste. One more paralyzed. Ooh, that paralyze is potent. They both opt to bind each other. Nixon still not looking to silence his opponent. It's questionable, but what can you do? Logos gets paralyzed, gets his Utsutami up. Both of them opt to get their shadows up. Logos is probably going to dip because fighting against Nixon at this point is pretty bad. Oh, Nixon goes for the very long poison potion. No silences have come out yet, really. Nixon is still bound in place. Can't really do much about Logos buffing over there. Oh, Logos is in casting range, realizes that he's in trouble. Nixon cautiously takes account of how long it takes for his poison potion to wear off. It's very possible that Logos' poison potion is worn off and he hasn't paid attention to that. And that looks like it's the case. He is not poisoned, he is locked in place. Nixon is unbound. Nixon going for the silence possibly? Oh no. Oh, Nixon going for the slow. I guess to get his recast timers, because he is not sub-white mage, so that does make a lot of sense. Nixon goes for the gravity, keep him within range so he can do casting stuff. Nixon potentially going for the silence yet? Nope, going for the nuke. No, Logos opts to use his, Ooh, Nixon sleeps the chain spell. Will Nixon wait out the chain spell, or will he... Oh, there's the silence. I'm not sure how much MP Nixon has left. The difference between races is potentially leaving one of them at an advantage. Nixon, but Aspier's cooldown isn't that bad, so Nixon probably gonna opt to go for the sleep nuke, the mat strategy. Oh, Logos uses the echo drops, but still not poison. Eats another sleep. Gets silenced again. And Nixon with Asper up still. Probably now. Probably gonna opt to get that Asper going before he does anything. Maybe land another paralyze if Logos paralyzed wore off. Oh, Nixon's poison wore off again. He's a lot more aware of this than it seems Logo was at the beginning of this. Will this kill? Yep, we're 1-1. Very exciting stuff. That was a really good display of Red Mage skill by Nixon there. A very good play by Loco as well. Or Logos, sorry. He's definitely going to be a lot more aware of his poison pot wearing off. It's been pretty hard. It's pretty hard to keep track considering that most of the matches haven't lasted this long. Oof, this is going to be an interesting set. The Mage versus Mage duels are going to be sick. I wonder... Ooh, and Charlie is no more. Wonder what Logo is going to do. He's definitely a formidable opponent. Definitely able to figure out some strategy to deal with Nixon stuff. He may have noticed that Nixon's poison pots take twice as long to get off, so that might be something that he'll internalize for the next round. Alright.
You've been examined.
Let's see. Alright. I have no idea where this is gonna, what direction this is gonna go. These are some skilled red mages, let me tell you. Alright, so Logos' poison potion goes off twice as fast, gets his buffs up. Nixon doesn't get to start with any Utsutemi buffs. Maybe Logos will start with a silence. No, he starts with the bind. I'm not sure I agree with that. Nixon binds as well. Nixon's, who's gonna reach the silence button first? Logos hits the silence button first. Nixon opts to go for the paralyze, which is actually pretty smart considering that there's no real way of getting rid of your paralyze without sub-white mage or using a remedy. Well, one of them opts to use a remedy. Nixon opts to use a remedy. That means he's sleepable at this point in time. Will Logos realize this and actually go? Oh, he does! There it is. Nixon uses or Logos uses a remedy as well. Gets his shadows back up. Will he pop another poison potion? Or will he forget? We'll have to see. Oh, he does pop another poison potion. Okay. Some smart play this time. He's already cast Sleep 2 on Nixon, so he's just wasted a sleep timer. There goes the silence. It's probably a miss macro. One nuke. Oh, he goes for the paralyzed, but Nixon was already paralyzed. Oh, no, I guess it wore off because of the remedy. Right. Definitely risky play to pop a remedy when you're so close to being in sleep range for the both of them, actually. Nixon is bound until 38:18. Nixon's sleep, I'm not sure when it'll wear off, actually. Let's see. 1 minute 30, so 38. His 30 seconds, his sleep is gonna wear off. I wonder what the first thing Nixon is gonna opt to do. Logos is gonna nuke him. Nixon's probably gonna echo drop. Oh, poison potion. There we go. Very smart play by Nixon. Let the opponent think you didn't have it, and then use it. I'm gonna echo drop, pretending that he was still bound. Oh, Nixon goes for the paralyzed. You really need this. Oh, he really needs another echo drop. There we go. He really needs to get out of there. Kite that, and then he needs to get back in there and stone go and silence again. Oh, he's gonna blink. Logos goes for the bind. The Diaga coming out. Yep, there it is. Nixon is low. He realizes that his life is in danger from a nuke. He's probably gonna go for a cure to try and live this. Very smart. Also, I'm assuming that Nixon is wearing an MDT set to survive these nukes, because that is the first time he's taken 300 damage. Oh, Logos converts just out of range. Nixon takes this opportunity to buff. Logos is gonna probably no, he's gonna run back in Diaga. Very smart. Probably silence again. Nixon going for the refresh, gets it off. Hits his echo drop macro probably. Nixon is still poisoned. Logos doesn't realize it. I wonder if Logos' poison pot wore off. They don't last very long, so he might have not kept track of it again, which it looks to be the case. Oh! Was it a mind game after all? He pretends to be asleep and gets a free nuke off. Nixon's paralyzed. Oh no! The paralyzed again, and Logos wins the round. Ooh, those paraprocs are deadly when nobody has sub-white mage and remedies remove poison potions. It's definitely a gamble. Definitely a big gamble. Oof. Alright, well, Nixon is on his winner's life, and Logos is looking to be sitting pretty in grand finals. But you never know. Nixon did bring it back before. It was really just one moment, one mistake that kind of made that whole thing happen, which was the remedy. I mean, it was necessary, but it's a really risky play, especially when you don't have a Tsetsemi. But he's also at an advantage as well. So we'll see what happens. We got our lovely spectators here and combatants. It's getting pretty late, so people are probably getting tired. We're almost there.
Incoming tell. Incoming tell.
Alright. Logos is up again. Alright.
Incoming tell.
Who is going
Incoming
to take
tell.
this? Nixon versus Logo. This is a tight battle. Nixon's going with his fruit strategy. Logos gets all his buffs up. Nixon might get blink up in time. He
Incoming
does.
tell.
Both go for the... Oh, Nixon goes for the sleep, but probably missed and didn't hit sleep yet. Logos has
Incoming tell.
shadows up and a poison potion, so... Oh, Nixon goes for the paralyze. Logos gets its semi-Ichi off. Nixon did get bound, both out of range slightly. If Logos goes in for anything, Nixon will probably end up using Stonega. Nixon buffing for the stronger spells in his thing. Ooh, bar paralyze. Fairly smart plan. Logos going for the
Incoming
Diaga.
tell.
Ooh, the silence goes off. Nixon gets silenced through his blink, possibly. Here we go. Nixon, any more echo drops? He does. Opts to use blink first. Thunder 3 resists. Logos with the Diaga. Nixon keeps... Oh, doesn't manage to bind Logos though. Gets the stone off. Probably... Oh, echo drop. Hopefully he didn't run out. Bind. Oh, he's got another one. There it is. He's bound though. And Logos is back outside of casting range once again. Oh, going for the silence again. It's looking like Logos is trying to empty him out of his echo drops. Hopefully Nixon's...
Incoming emote.
Oh, he goes for another poison fruit. Thunder 3 on Nixon. Gets through his MTT set this time. Blizzard 3. Nixon trying to pop his fruit once again. MTT set goes on. Resist. Silence on Nixon. No effect. Already silenced. Nixon may have run out of echo drops. Not sure. He's probably debating whether or not he wants to use a remedy. It also could be a giant mind game, but... Oh, his echoes are bugged. Oh no. Oof. Oh no. Well, that is an unfortunate ordeal, but It's a hard call to make. Lots of bugs, but what can you do?